What's going on, everybody? What's up? What's up? Shadow Shot, Sinbad, the Master. Thank you so much, y'all. Rack, thank you a ton. Yeah, officially older than dirt. It has happened. Brooklyn, thank you. Thank you, thank you. So today on the agenda, Josh, thanks a ton. Gonna do a little loot farming here and some DDA this morning, and then the Chromatic Dev stream starts at noon Pacific time, so in about 2 hours. So I'm gonna stop stream then and send everybody over to the Chromatic stream, and then that also starts the Diablo 4 beta. So that basically gives me an hour to sit in queue while Chromatic streams, and then I'm going to be streaming my Diablo 4 beta experience over on the Twitches. So I would do it on YouTube as well, but I don't want to spam everybody's YouTube notifications. But yeah, the big 5-0. Still not Grandpa Juice yet, though. So I'm grateful for that. My wife is not happy about that, but I am quite grateful that no grandchildren. Anyway, let's get right to it. I want to do some guard boots today. What do we got in deck? We got PDS, Hawaiian. Well, it's at that day, Hawaiian, where I'm not sure the hydrating is proper, because I'm hydrating with coffee. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Uzar? Let me see. Do I have this guy set up with runes? I do. This gear, I should say. Generally don't like watching live streams of any kind, but just wanted to have to say congratulations with becoming an Abraham. Thank you so much, Sir Rex. Appreciate it. That will be a 100% for certain Shadow Shot. Omni Legends, thank you so much. Let's get our guard boot grind on here. So we need to go Tornado Highlands for those bad boys. Feel free to hop in and join, y'all. We go in Dune Eater bonus difficulty. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Thank you so much. Dune Eater bonus difficulty here, and you know, Phil has promised that the birthday loot will be fat. Phil said, fat birthday loot's incoming. All right, Rex, well, thank you so much. I do appreciate you swinging by. But Phil said, come on, Phil, give up the loot, man. Fat loot's a riot, indeed. Let's see, we're gonna need a little bubblicious action here. Actually, you know what? I keep forgetting about the Siren Rune. I guess we should throw a Siren in down here. And move the buff beam back. Even though it's not a fused Siren, I mean, there's no reason not to buff it, right? Oops. No cast rate on this guy. We got Aramir, we got Myleonoid Cloud, Jeffy B. That's so funny. Jeffy B. Makes me think of Mr. Bezos. Oops. Let's do this. Then we'll do these. Yep, Mr. Bezos. Mr. Bezos with his Twitch ad-based experience. You gonna hit the Diablo 4 beta right away, Aramir? Well, thanks, Sir Jeffy. Appreciate it. You gonna hit Diablo 4 right at noon, or I mean, the logins are gonna be atrocious, I would imagine. All right, let's get them booties. Needs booties, please. For an hour and a half, then got to go to a track meet. That's fair. Hell, you might be better off waiting until after the track meet, just so you don't have to deal with the login queues. Phil! Thank you so much, Phil. I told everybody you promised fat birthday loot, so we gotta do a little guard boot grinding and get us some birthday loot. You never know, y'all. Phil might make a mistake and you guys might get the loot instead of me, so you know, you definitely want to make sure you join. Some nice birthday news on the stream today. Awesome, awesome. Looking forward to it. We're going to send everyone over to your stream here when it gets time, Phil. Next bonus map. What? Phil talking bonus maps over here. Hell, that might call for an afternoon news video. Nice. You know what? I think I might do the ultimate sin today, since I know I can get away with it for my birthday, and send my wife a text message and ask her to bring me another coffee. How terrible would that be? I can't do it. I'm just not. I don't have that level of cruelty in me. Man, if it's servants' quarters there, Aramir, I'm just gonna cry a little. Thanks there, Dom. I do appreciate it. We getting some guard boots here, Dom. Phil says nothing but Supremes only here out of the box today, so we're gonna get some super fat Supreme guard boots here. Ignore what Phil says in Twitch chat. What he really means is fat loots incoming. Dizzy D with the 40 months. Holy crap, thank you so much, DD. Your wife texts you to bring stuff every day, usually chocolate? Well, Sinbad, you know how that works. She's allowed to text you to bring her things, but you're not allowed to text her to bring you things. That's the official unwritten rule. The official, unofficial, unwritten rule. There'll be walls that DSTs can't shoot through. That'll be terrible. The DST proof wall. Only a matter of time. Only a matter of time. If you did text her, she would just text back, say, get it yourself. That's fair. That's fair. She tried to go buy 2 lambs this morning. You know, I've been wanting to get some form of livestock so I don't have to mow as much, you know? And the wife is all gung-ho about lambs right now. So she almost went and bought two little lambs. I had to intervene and tell her no. I mean, I want to get lambs, but we're not set up yet. I don't want to get them and then be forced to work my ass off for the next 2 days to get all set up for it, you know? We've got the field for him to go in, and that's about it at this point. But no shelter and no water system and all that. All right, Boots. You know you're in here. Servants' Quarters 2.0 is going to be one of the mind-bending illusions where the hallways are endless and you just keep walking in circles. That'd be fantastic, Phil. As long as the circle is as large as my electric aura, those mobs can walk in circles all day. You got to look at it that way. Electric aura size circles are welcome. They're quite welcome. Oh, we got chickens too. The chickens have already paid dividends. They, I mean, I really like eggs. The wife really likes eggs. So we eat a shitload of eggs, and they're super high quality eggs. Make portals that spawn mobs outside the map. Oof. Just so we can get our DSTs in order. Is that what it is, Aramir? See, Jack says, coming back to the game is trying to get Massacre Dragon on mixed mode to get Godly, but they're not dropping. What's the new way to farm Godly now? Well, it's all about the bonus difficulties. You'll get a ton of Godly loot in Massacre. I mean, the ground will just be covered with it, particularly in the late waves of mixed mode or survival. So it's all about bonus difficulties. Dune Eater bonus difficulty is the current high. Ancient Dragon bonus difficulty is the starting point for sure, where you would want to start your farm. So to unlock that, you got to beat the Ancient Dragon on mixed mode. To beat the Ancient Dragon on mixed mode, you can really do that with just Ancient Mines gear. So if you get some Ancient Mines survival or mixed mode quality gear, that will be plenty enough to beat the dragon. And then you can start with the farm. Well, I mean, you will be able to. It's, you know, different steps. You're at Ancient Dragon stage. Nothing wrong with that. Well, I mean, the low end of Godly is low end. There's no doubt. Get rid of this crap so everybody can see their loots. Where are my booties? I don't see no Supreme boots here, Phil. You said Supremes only. Pretty nice little wizard, but I think I already got a better one than that. Where are them booties? Oh, they're there. Nope, not the booties I'm looking for. Definitely not the booties I'm looking for. Let's try again. Phil said they'd be in here. Thanks, sir. Xavier. Appreciate it. see. Why don't we go ahead and put the aura buff beam on those? That way we still get our spider buffed. I want to start these over this way a little bit. Where did I put my auras at? Oh, I didn't put auras yet. Derp. That'd be a good reason why I can't see them. I want to make sure we're getting those copter ogres slapped proper. Proper slappage. That Planet Crafters game I streamed yesterday, that game is so dang addicting. I ended up having to force myself to turn it off last night because I didn't want to get too far ahead or without streaming. Depending on how the queue times are for Diablo, I might dip into that today. This, I'm assuming there's going to be a bajillion people playing this D4 beta. A bajillion. Legit numbers, y'all. Legit numbers. Anyone found any super snazzy guard boots? It starts at noon Pacific time. Their time for weed. If you're only getting mythical drops, then you definitely have a toggle not set right, Jack. Because godly stuff will just literally litter the ground. I got my loot filter set really high, so you can't see it here. So you want to do Massacre, Mixed Mode, Rifted, Hardcore, Ancient Dragon bonus difficulty. And that's how you'd want to farm your Rifted sets. And the ground in the final waves of Mixed Mode will literally be covered with godly gear. There'll be almost nothing but godly gear on the ground. Oh, well, hardcore is a straight 25% loot multiplier, so not doing hardcore is missing a large chunk of the loot pool. Hardcore on mixed mode and survival doesn't have a massive penalty. There's no timer involved, so it's only if you die you don't come back and then your mana despawns, so you always want to be doing hardcore for sure. It's raw 25% loot multiplier. Mixed mode is better than survival wave 20 million. Thaden with the gift subs. Thank you so much. I do appreciate it, Thaden. What you up to today, Thaden? You got a 27.5-hour workday ahead of you? Thaden with his 27-hour workdays. Survival, you don't do survival for loot, y'all. Survival is for cosmetics. You get a cosmetic unlock at wave 100. The loot in survival is not as good as the loot in mixed mode. So it doesn't matter what wave you're on. Loot caps out at wave 25. So if you do survival wave 10 million, you're getting wave 25 loot. Survival is about challenge, leaderboards eventually and cosmetics. So if you want to challenge yourself, then you see how far you can go in survival. But you're not earning rewards worth doing it for a loot grind. I mean, if you want to AFK and watch some Netflix or something, then sure. But the loot is just not as good in survival as Mixman. It's a golden pet on every map. A golden pet transmog. And then there's a golden giraffe available once you unlock all of the other golden pets. So there's a shitload of golden pets. We getting any gear yet? No. Look at all the copter ogres. Holy crap. Not sure I ever realized there was that many copter ogres there. I guess I don't pay attention to them enough. Aramir down. What? How on earth did that happen? I thought he was invincible. You got the one for Arcane Library. Very nice, very nice. I think the new map, the temple map, that Zephyr one, I think it's one of the best looking ones. I'll show you what it looks like here in a minute. I got it. I use it on my monk. I think it's one of the best looking golden pets, in my opinion. But, I mean, there's a bunch of them that look snazzy, you know? Trying to AFK, but the ogre's turning into Chris Kyle. Oof. Ogre getting slappy. It turns that defense into fusion, a fusion element defense. So fusion elements do various things, but the core of it is they do double damage to rifted enemies. You get power, range, and rate on all your gear, and then only upgrade power. Right. Let's see what's in the box this time. Where them booties? Didn't see them. Nope, no love there either. Boo. Anyway, this is that golden Zephyr pet. I think that looks really good. And the animation and everything on it looks super smooth. That just comes with endgame gear, Jack. As you get better gear, your range will expand and you'll get big ol' auras. Big old fatty auras. I do use the helmet, not on every character, but on the majority, yeah. I mean, it's a no-brainer, to be honest. You pick up a free fuse defense. So there's very few reasons to not use it, you know? The only reason you would not use it is if you just found a god roll piece that's, you know, militia or whatever. But really, in every other situation, you'd want to use it. Like, I'm using it here on the monk. That's why I got the fused electric aura and fused ensnare aura, while only having, you know, using one monk. It's a nice system. It gives you a little quality of life as far as the fusion gear goes. Vorik, what's up, man? Welcome, welcome. Yeah, the stat rolls on them are very high. Is the other thing. So it's kind of difficult to get a piece that's better, because even like you know, say you find a nice 400 upgrade Arcanist helmet, it's going to have stats better than like a 460, 470 upgrade. I don't have an AFK keep build because of the boss. I mean, I AFK up to the boss. You follow the map set up for Forsaken Temple. There's a lot of stuff you can do on that one. But that one, Forsaken Temple, like, the first time you do it, it's hard. And then it, like, gets a little easier and a little easier each time. Well, I mean, it's time for a new game, and it was a new company. Remember, DDA was made by Chromatic Games. DD2 was made by Trendy Entertainment. So Chromatic still does updates and supports DD2, but DDA is kind of their baby. Well, I mean, that's a god roll. That's a pretty dang good helm there, Aramir. That and some heroes are easier than others. Like an EV, in the current state of the game, I just don't use fused buff beams in Endgame. I mean, ask if there's anything wrong with DD2, though, Vorik. There's a million things wrong with DD2. There's a bunch of things very right with DD2 as well. So, I mean, if you're having fun playing it, there's no reason not to keep playing it, and it's still getting updates. But, yeah, there's a million things wrong with DD2. And at the time that Chromatic bought the company, DD2 was poised to be shut down. It was so unsuccessful. So now, of course, it's a different company with a different business model and everything with it. So they're able to support it and keep the game going. Most of their problems now are all community-created issues. Besides, you know, the basics with the game, how the game runs. There's several pretty bad community-created issues, though. Well, I mean, it's been out for a few years now and still going. Still getting updates, so... I mean, what is your definition of last? I personally have got 3,834 hours into DDA. Yeah, 3,800. So yeah, the game is lasting. I mean, they're all great games. There's not a bad Dungeon Defenders game. you know? Yeah, it's getting tons of updates now. In fact, here in 90 minutes, Phil is teasing that a new map could be revealed. Well, none of the games live up to the original Vort. If you're a diehard DD1 fan, you will not be happy with any of the other Dungeon Defenders games. That's just how it is. What's going on there, Omni? Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Got the grandpa tier, the big 5 in front of the number now. You getting old too? Oh, you're just a baby. You got many years left. I think Phil is gonna. Well, the direct results won't be displayed of the survey, but I think Phil is gonna talk about the survey today. Time for weed. Oh, spiders are so good. Say the same thing to everybody else. Thanks, Sir Johnny Quest. Appreciate it. Mirak, thank you so much for subscribing. So sorry if I massacred your name. Come on, guard boots. Be there. Extra shiny ones, please. But yeah, I think almost any map that's got long lanes with clear line of sight could do, the spiders will just do exceptionally well on. And then every map in the game, it's a big benefit to adding a spider. I mean, it's a double damage debuff, despite everything else. Just the debuff alone is worth 3 DU, you know? That's an AoE splash when it hits. I'm curious to see what all Phil talks about today. He's just teased earlier here in stream chat that he could be potentially revealing a new bonus map, or at least teasing a new bonus map. So that's pretty awesome stuff. And then on Wednesday, Payman announced that there's going to be another Twitch drop campaign for DDA and for DD2. So that's exciting too. I wonder what when that is going to come around. Well, thanks, Sir Jack. I appreciate it. All right. This is the one, right? This is the one. I'm not 100% sure yet, Leo. I think I'm going to start Barb. But I'm not positive on that yet. All right. There's no Supremes, sadly. We got a 2-stat little wizard, so that's straight to the trash can. Where's my boots? There they are. Come on now, boots. Where you at? Oh, wow, man. Just junk boots. Oof. Oof, oof. Big bummers. All right, let's try it again. Let's try it again. We'll switch it up to another map here. Nice work. Back when DDA was pretty new, a long time ago, huh? Or when DD2 was pretty new, pardon me. Still a long time ago. Thanks, Sir Tricks. I do appreciate it. Good lord, I just cannot hit the right button here. This is the homie we looking for. Alright, yeah, I want to make sure that R is not getting into that buff beam down there. Using the overdrive rune on the buff beams, of course. Which is just an incredible power gain, but you have to be careful of what you're putting on it. And you got busy with life or fell off tower defense games for a little bit. Oh, dude, Frankenstorm TD is going to be so good for it. And the developers are like the exact developers you want. You know, it's a small indie development team. They listen and have conversations direct with the player base, like, all the time. You know? Cassair, thank you so much. Sanctum games were great. I'm hoping that we get a Sanctum 3 one day with some of that Satisfactory money. Because you know Coffee Stain made a boatload of cash off of Satisfactory. Boatloads of cash. Oh yeah, Satisfactory is a great game. I'm way overdue to give it another run. It's there's been a lot of updates since I played it last. The third one is like the others. If you enjoyed the other OMD games, you'll like the third one for sure. There's so many good indie games out there that are either just launched or upcoming. I don't know, man. I mean, I do get excited about some big AAA games, but it's super hard to even want to spend the money on a AAA game when you look at how many indie games and how many hours of entertainment you would get out of the same amount of money, you know? Indie devs are just, it's just wonderful what they do. It is. It's true. It's, well, the thing with AAA games is a lot of times they're super pretty with crazy, crazy graphics. And the problem is so much money goes into that and not enough money goes into the actual game design or gameplay. But yeah, there's very few, like the Borderlands games I always play. Diablo games, of course, I always play. When another BioShock comes out, I will definitely play it. But as far as the AAA games list, there's not many of them that I'm like guaranteed 100% just gonna play it, you know? And then indie games, there's literally just hundreds and hundreds, maybe even thousands of just absolute gems that you're gonna get a ton of hours of play out of for just a short amount of money, you know, or a small amount of money. Update 8, they go up to Unreal 5. That's nice. Well, it won't be soon for sure. I figure we got DDA. I'm still not done with DDA and DD2's updates. I mean, I got a huge game list right now to play, an enormous game list, so I won't be playing Satisfactory again soon, I don't think, but I definitely plan on playing it again. Yeah, Diablo 4 is going to eat up a large chunk of my summer. Without a doubt. I just love Diablo games. Path of Exile 2, when it finally hits, I'm going to play the living crap out of that as well. Unreal 5 just had another update yesterday. I think it was yesterday. I think game engines get updates all the time now. I'm not sure exactly. I don't keep track of many of them. Well, that's the thing, is you get, you know, say Borderlands. Like, I love Borderlands games. I love the universe they created. I will always pay for them when they come out. I will always play them because I do really, really love them. However, take like Borderlands 3. I think I may have put like 300 hours into it for $70 or whatever. Look at like Tiny Tina. I probably have 200 hours into. But then you've got a game like Dungeon Defenders where, you know, it's not hundreds of hours, it's thousands of hours and a small portion of the cost, you know? And that's the thing, you know, look at like Stardew Valley. You got a game that you can pick up for $15, and I mean, you can literally put 1,000+ hours into the game. Easy, you know? Terraria. Terraria is an incredible game. It's just amazing what, you know, how much value you get out of a much, much smaller amount of money spent when it comes to an indie game versus a AAA game. And I mean, like I said, there's some where I'm as guilty as anyone else. I will just no doubt always pay for it. I mean, I got a Hyperion tattoo on my leg. I can't not play Borderlands, you know? If you can get at least $1 per hour of gameplay, yeah. And look, I mean, some of the games you end up getting, you know, like pennies per hour of gameplay, you know? Mods just, I mean, mods go one of two ways. Either people embrace modding and they do wonderful things like, say, Minecraft did, or Stardew or Terraria, or people just use mods to break the game. And as long as people are doing the wonderful things and not just doing all cheats, I mean, modding is so incredible. You know, what the value, long-term value it adds to the game is amazing. More bummer boots, man. What the heck? Have I seen anything? I got that one little wizard so far today. That's it. Nothing good. Nothing worth taking a second look at. Or another 2-stat little wizard. All right, one more time. One more time. Just one more. I haven't tried Redux for Wonderlands yet, but I'm very curious about it. I do think it will be well worth playing. Thanks, Sir Dominic. I do appreciate it. Yeah, I mean, that's the best way to play a mod like that, because it's not that it's a mod. It's like a total conversion, you know? So you definitely want to experience it from the beginning. So, I mean, if I played Redux for Tiny Tina, I would definitely go from the start. No doubt. Spam it up here. There we go. All right, we'll switch over to a different map after this one, y'all. I promise. I won't put you guys through Servants Highlands all day here. Thanks, Sir Rickus. What it's like to be a vault of Dungeon Defenders knowledge? Tiring. I think people have no idea how many times over the last decade I've said destruction, deadly strikes, and defense rate. I've said that I'm betting 20,000 times. Those three terms. Sith Phil, thank you so much. Well, I mean, the live streams are always full of people asking questions, but that's a big part of it, you know? I mean, if you don't want to talk with people in chat, then there's no reason in the live streaming. Yeah, that's the whole deal. That's Phil. Holy crap, man. Thank you so much, Sith Phil. Thanks, Sarah Fantasy. I do appreciate it. Wow. Dylan, what's up? What's up? Thank you very much. I do appreciate you. Hey, young man, I wish. Oh, the old is here. The old has arrived. Thank you so much there, Venbree. The old has arrived. That is for sure. I'm pretty sure there's no dirt that's as old as me. I am older than all the dirt now. That is for certain. What are these mobs all dying at? Looks like they're dying right at the spawn. Looking at the piles of mana anyway. Where's these guys? Yep, everything's dying right at the spawn pretty much. Can't do it, y'all. I can't send a text to my wife and ask her to make me coffee. I think I'm just going to run out and ask her real quick. I'll start wave 25, then I'll run out and peek my head out and see if she'll make me one. Just feels, it feels too rude. Even on my birthday. I just can't do it. All right, so let's do that. I will be right back. I'm only going to be gone like 15 seconds or whatever, so, or 30 seconds, whatever. I'll be right back in just a sec, y'all. So I'm just going to let this run right here. Not even going to mute the mic. All right. There we go. She's hooking it up. Hooking it up. I got some little sugar-free caffeine mints to try out. Rose, thank you so much. Appreciate the sub. Welcome, welcome. There's a rune. Let's see what it is. Should be right down here. There it is. What is it? Looks like it's spider's poison. Yeah, spider's poison. We'll take it. Not bad. That's 2 runes today. And I probably only got like just barely over an hour into the day. Is that another one? Oh my god, there's 2. That's 3 godly runes in an hour. Rate and range. Just not wonderful. Gas traps, maybe? I don't know. Not wonderful, though. What about, The wizard. Another 2-stat wizard. All we're getting is 2-stat wizards today, y'all. All right, one more. Just one more, I promise. Warwick, thank you so much. Thanks for all the tower defense content over the years. It's been a very fun journey across different games. You know, check in. Well, thank you an absolute ton, Warwick. You got some Yikes Supreme boots? Well, you got to realize I'm thousands of hours in, Omni. So I got the grind. I'm deep into the grind. This build wouldn't hold with lower quality gear. Thanks, Sarah Swiftbury. The AoE things, the auras? You know what auras are. Not sure what you mean. The plasma defense system, those aren't AoE, they're single target. These guys. And then we got the spider is AoE. Actually, the siren and the spider are AoE. The siren is mainly there to just protect the core, to reflect bubble. Kind of like a reflect beam, but a bubble instead. And then the plasma defense system is an EV tower now to replace the shock beams. The shock beams from back in the day. These are, I mean, this is a really, the plasma defense system is a really strong defense. But you throw pretty dang juicy gear in on top of that, and why aren't they bright orange? That's a fine question. I'm not sure. What the hell, Phil? Why aren't they bright orange? People like to refer to them as trash cans. I prefer to call them R2D2. They definitely got a strong R2D2 vibe to them. Especially when they're not fused. Of course, they're fused, so they got that fusion tower skin on them. But if they're unfused, they got a super strong R2D2 vibe for certain. I think we got too much purple in the game. Well, thank you so much, Trix. I do appreciate you. An absolute ton. Yep. Too much purple. Trendy and Chromatic have been big fans of purple over the years. DD2 you can turn post-processing off and it's not as bad. But in DD1 and in DDA, I mean, even with post-processing turned off, you're just looking at some eye bleeding. Oh, it is. It's the 50. There, Leo. I would love for it to be the 40, but it's the 50. It is my 20th, 30th birthday. There we go. I'll take the route like my wife goes. My wife has had multiple 30th birthdays. 40s end of this year for you. Oh, man. Oh, there's no doubt there, Sith Phil. There is no doubt at all. Oh, same with me. No grandpa status for me yet either. I'm hoping the kid doesn't. My brat, he is. His birthday's next week. His is next Friday. We're a week apart. He turns 28 next Friday and no breeding yet. And I'm grateful for that. My wife, however, purple anime corgi soon. I would get all of Phil's loves in one spot. You got the anime, the purple, and the corgi. I'll take a Rift corgi there, Phil. I'll take a Rift corgi. Oh, gotcha. Pro Ace, thank you so much, man. I do appreciate it. I'm sure there's going to be... This is the one, y'all. This is the one. Oh, for sure. Yeah, anyway, I told my brat way back in the day that if he... when he decides to have a grandkid, I would change my channel name to Grandpa Juice. And I'm hoping he doesn't hold me to that. Really hoping. Thanks again there, Sith Phil. Pop juice incoming. Oh man, that's what I called my granddad. Pop. Not everybody can be a youngster like you, Shadow Shot. Where do we want to go to next? We can go guard chest. It's all about the guard gear. It's always all about the guard gear, it seems like. Great grandpa for your kids is Big Papa? My great granddad was gone before I was around. There's a bunch of new maps since you last played, Omni. I think there's like 2 more acts plus bonus maps. I don't know if you dipped in at all. Oh, the temple? It's a good looking map. Sadly, the loot is not glorious there. The Forsaken Temple. Another trashy wizard. Where are my booties? Crappy boots. Here's a fusion offhand or accessory. It's like a offhand. Two statter. Big booze, big booze. All right. Let's bail. Feel free to rejoin y'all, but I'm just going to make a fresh group here. But yeah, I'll run around, show you the map here. I'm not going to run it right now because it is super slow running. Thanks, Sarah Rebel Jake. It's a big map, but it's not as big as that Yuletide Village. It's got a big gold pool in the middle, boss down in there chilling. It's in like a big massive cavern. We got a spawner here. We got spawners down below, one on each side of the main center lane. Perfect bowling ball lane. We got a double spawner there. Another spawner down there. Another one up there. There's what, 7? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 8 ground lane spawners plus the flyers. 3 cores. This is a trap here. Phil put this in just for me to fall into. Because he's like that. But yeah, good looking map. I should have just started at wave 23 and ran it. Oh, I've been in the juice many times here. And then this map is where you get the at wave 100 you get this golden Zephyr transmog, which I do think that bad boy looks quite nice. See, let's do a quick Godly Rune hide and seek. We got a poison dart tower, we got a spider's poison, and we got a sluggish aura. These are the finds so far today. So let me pop out of here. Yeah, they did the beta for Aramir and I's birthdays, Rebel Jake. My birthday is today. Aramir's birthday is on Sunday, so they had the beta running Friday to Sunday. Specifically for our birthdays. They forgot to announce it on Twitter, but that's the reason they're doing the beta. So let's do a little hide and seek, y'all. So the first person to find me gets these 3 runes for free. So let's see. Let me cover the screen up here. We'll go with the loot screen. And see, I like to look at the browser and see what games are up. That way it's not that way it's not obvious which one I'm in. Let's see. Why don't we go to here? We'll go to here. All right, the first person to find me in the map gets the runes. Let's see. We'll name it that. It's only Act 1 and the first 20 levels. It'll be a quick. If you already played the other betas, it will be a fast run through. All right, y'all, I'm in. First person to find me gets the runes. Nobody found me yet. I'm kind of shocked. Kind of shocked. Oh, and there we go. Toast. Toast is the winner. I was here on my favorite map, the Ramparts. Let Toast get logged in here, get into the map. Grats, Toast. Oop, crap. Sorry, man. I closed it by accident. There you go. Grats on your runes. Is that the only 3? Yeah, it's the only 3 I got right at the moment. Rampart's just kind of the nature of the map. One of the best ways to do is to use the wall hack stuff. So DSTs or wisps. Orange juice and toast. It's the way to start your day every day for it. Little orange juice and toast. All right, let's get. Do we want to use owls? Yeah, why not? We'll get some owls going here. Let's go. Let's go for a chess piece. The Satisfactory Update 8 teaser today? Is that what you're talking about there, Shot a Shot? There was other games listed. But there were a lot of Massacre games. The problem with making it a Massacre only giveaway is I'm limiting who can join. And I don't want to do that, you know? All right. Let's see. We got 99 left for some owls. I think we'll put the owls right up here. Let's go, let's overkill it a bit. All right, what else we want? Well, we can get a little bubbles, some bubble protection in. Oops. Get out of that mode. Actually, I could go Overlord. What does that leave us? 48. What do we do? 3s? Perfect. overclock this. I've never done this build before, y'all, so I don't know how it's going to work. Just fair warning. This might end up going bad. Let's see. Can we get somebody on a striking on one of the Aura stacks? Maybe? And then I'll go on the other one. See, we got striking there. We got striking both places. All right, well, I'll pew then. I'm good with pewing. Frog Killer! Thank you so much. Curious about these side lanes. I think they'll be alright. Like I said, a little different flavor here. This is not the normal build I would do. It looks like the owls are getting hit up there. Or the owls are getting hit. The copters are getting hit. Let's see, let's look at this one. Of course, getting some upgrades on the owls would go a long way. Oh, looks like the siren is taking that copter out. Wow. Yeah, owls are really good. Now, as I mentioned in the throne room video, they are getting they are going to get a little nerf soon. They're getting a little more value than they're supposed to out of defense rate with the overcap. So Phil has kind of teased that the nerf won't be that bad, but we'll find out. I'll do a before and after video, of course. Thanks, Sarah Anime Finder. 5 years old, man. Can't remember those days. Owls are going to be getting a nerf. I mean, we've known since they came out. Owls are getting more defense rate than or more power out of defense rate overcap than they're supposed to. I tested it. It's still not as much as just power alone. So, like, it's not worth to invest in that overcap. So not really sure how much of a nerf it will be, you know? Like I said, even though it's getting more than it's supposed to, it's still not getting as much as what power gives, so... Well, I mean, that's because of runes, their frog killer. Like, people are talking about getting Lycan King mixed mode clears with 5k main stats now, but they've got godly runes. So, I think runes are a big part of that. That's the thing, too. Like, so many people told me to do a build video on it. And the problem is by the time you get all godly runes, you're going to be at 10k stats. You know? So it's pretty hard to do a 5k stat build with godly runes because it's not a realism that anyone will ever run into. I mean, by the time you get that level of runes, your stats are just going to be way higher, you know? Not many owls engaging here. I mean, I guess we don't have very many enemies here either. They're dying really quick. A lot of these owls seem to be chilling, though. There, all 6 of those went out. I mean, there's just not enough mobs to keep them out. Yeah, exactly. 5K is like nothing. In fact, I ran into struggles with that too. Like, I was setting up that alt account in Lobby Gear, and you know, I mean, the people that are wanting these videos that are like under 7K stats or whatever, they're just not playing the game. Because, like, I did one run, like, I did one Ancient Minds run on that alt account, and before I was even level 80 to unlock Massacre, I wanted to be at level 80. Like, by the time I got to level 80, I had thousands of stats, you know, so I'm just not really sure. The people that are saying they're like hard stuck at 6,000 or 7,000 or whatever. I mean, just play. Just running one survival map and you're going to be over that, you know? It's difficult to get super low stat builds right now. Just because you're just going to be better. You're just going to have more gear. You know? Your PDS builders at 12 and a half without accessories. Yeah. I mean, you could just get huge, you know? I got, what, 2 or 3 heroes over 15K now. Without being even in full Supremes. You know, that's just like a couple of Supremes here and there. Speaking of Supremes, where you at, Supremes? They did say that that's what they want to do down the road, is give you the option, not just for that rune, but all the runes. Give you the option to choose a lower quality for the size. The harpoon build, I would say, Dizzy. The harpoon build is just really good. Harpoons are just in a really good place right now. Got to have the rune, of course, to get all that dot damage going on them. Oh, absolutely, Pro Ace, no doubt. I mean, there's a reason that's what everybody says, you know. I mean, just look around at some of the trash gear on the ground here from this. You know, I mean, that's a junk piece that I'm just not going to bother looting. Just to see, you can see the stats available on one piece of gear. All right, Jeffy. Well, thanks for hanging out. See if we got us some quality little bomber. No, we got us a junky bomber. What about the chest? Got a junk chest too. Boo. Archangel, thank you so much. Dungeon Defenders 2 suffers from enormous amounts of power creep, so the meta defenses are the defense that you have properly set up with shards and mods. You can literally use anything to beat Chaos 10 content. The Chaos 10 meta is walls plus anything else. So there's an enormous amount of power creep. The Warden is absolutely beast, Rose. One of the strongest builders in the game. It is quite bland to play actively. I mean, that build worked great, but I want a more spammable build here. Speaking of Warden, let's Warden up. Well, no, I'm talking about DD2, Aramir. It's refreshing to be able to use walls again in DD2. I mean, you can use wall builds in DDA again, too. I mean, they brought walls back to both games. I have to take that rune off. That buff beam rune. I'd built something differently. I mean, we'll have plenty of juice, so it doesn't even really matter. All right, let me get rid of this rune. Don't want to be wrecking my defenses here. All right, it's gone. Just make it big. Uzar with the gift subs. Thank you so much. And away we go. $404 with the sub. Thank you so much. Doing a 3 Warden build, 1 active DPS, 1 Fortify, and the other range rate and power. Well, I mean, you want to be doing fusion gear in Rifted mode when you get leveled up enough. And then you're going to want, you know, wisps, 1 for wisps, 1 for sludge launchers, and 1 for beaming blossoms. And then you could use walls with any of them. That's what I'm saying, Ren. Ren's just a baby. He'll be 50 in no time. Thanks, Sir Phil. I do appreciate it. Ren is just a baby. Some sort of record. But yeah, anyway, there, Rose, then when you get, I mean, you could do that too if you just really like the Warden and hate every other character. You're going to find that the Warden is very dull to play as active DPS, though. Although it's one of the best builders in the game, the active playstyle is very, very dull. As far as doing like a one hero playthrough, though, the Warden by far would be the easiest. Well, maybe the EV nowadays might be the easiest. As far as just a single, like if you want to do a one hero challenge or whatever. I still hope those tests get reworked. Reworked to You know, I mean, the Dungeon Defenders going rogue boss fights would be ideal, I think. Siren's putting in some work. The wave counter reset. I didn't notice it. Simone Noob, thank you so much. I do appreciate you. Jinx with the clutch join just in time. Put some upgrades on these wisps, but I mean they're out getting it done. Core under attack. Oh wow, how are we getting slapped over here? I think the owls didn't have enough range in the middle, maybe, to get over there. Boo. The aura shrunk. Oh, I must not have been paying attention and not been on the auras. Oh, I didn't give them any sirens either, I don't think. They didn't have any range. Or any ranged protection. Maybe, I mean, they straight up got overrun. We'll throw some updates, or upgrades on the wisps this time before we buff beam them. That was another thing too, is we didn't have any upgrades on anything. Two left, can throw Archer somewhere. Y'all drop the mana, please. We have mana anywhere? I'd like to upgrade these guys. That's what's killing us. There we go. Steve Wren, you showed up. You had the perfect opportunity to make fun of me for my oldness. And then you go and start dropping Seinfeld references. It does you right in with your oldness, man. Thanks there, Invan. Appreciate it. Gonna be going all day today. Well, I do want to check out the chromatic news here, but I'm super stoked about that Diablo beta. The Diablo beta actually starts in 20 minutes, but it's going to be a login shit show for a while. Thanks, Sarah Rocks. I sound 30? Well, appreciate it. Oh no, Swap Sauce has arrived. Thanks, Sarah, man. Thanks. Appreciate you. Oh yeah, the Diablo 4 server slam is about to begin. That's why it's kind of perfect. I mean, I wanted to watch the chromatic stream anyway because there's going to be some reveals. Or I think there's going to be some reveals or teasers or whatever. But it also gives me time to sit in the queue. Swap Sauce with the sub. Thanks an absolute ton. Oh, he said it right here on stream that he's going to be teasing the new bonus map, but you're going to level up a Twisted Blade Rogue. You know, I'm going to be, I'm going to do the self-flagellation and go with the barb, I'm pretty sure. Ren with the gift subs. Thank you so much. Yeah, I don't have that level of self-mutilation desired enough to do a druid for the Act 1 beta. I mean, I'm sure it's going to be better than it was, right? I think the druid is going to be worse. Because the druid actually took a few nerfs. I mean, we'll have to find out here. But yeah, I think it's going to be worse. The thing I'm curious about is how bad are the queue times going to be. I mean, we know there's literally going to be a bazillion people trying to all log in right at noon. You know? I'm hoping I don't have to sit in queue for more than an hour. That way I'll have time to watch the whole chromatic stream without sweating jumping in. But I'm super stoked. So that's the plan today, y'all. Here in 15-20 minutes or so, whenever chromatic starts up, I'm going to end the YouTube stream and we're going to raid chromatic on Twitch. And then this afternoon, after the chromatic stream, I'm going to be streaming the Diablo 4 beta all day, but that's going to be on Twitch only, as I don't want to spam too many YouTube notifications. Oh, that is certainly going to change soon. 62,000 viewers is nothing compared to what it will be. But that's 62,000 viewers staring at someone talking about the Diablo 4 beta that can't actually play it yet. You got an archer out there shredding up the copters. Very nice, very nice. What's going on, Barnaware? How you doing? What time are we getting to? Are we still got time? Yeah. We got like 20 minutes until Phil gets kicking. Just clean the house. Nice, nice. Cleaning the house is no fun, but it's always nice once it's over, you know? Soon as the house cleaning is finished, things are good. Not seeing much loot today at all. I do have, yeah, hardcore junior difficulty. RNG not being kind. Barnaware with the sub. Thanks an absolute ton. I think I might even bust out a few. I'll wait until later in the afternoon. I think I might even bust out a couple of birthday refreshments today. Have me a little birthday cocktail action. Nope, didn't at breakfast. I had a different kind of breakfast there, Omni. Sith Phil gifting out the subs? Hell yeah. Sith Phil has gifted an absolutely enormous amount of subs on the channel over the years. So many that if I was to have another child, I would have to name them Sith Phil. Mimosa, you know, I would love a mimosa, but we don't have any champagne at the moment. No champagne. Sith Phil the second? Oh, indeed, indeed. All right, come on, you stupid little bomber. Be super sexy. And no purple streaks. That's a big boo already. The penetrator. That sounds so terrible. Trash bomber. 2 projectiles. Throw it in the junk. Throw it in the garbage. That would have been a fantastic guard chest piece 2 years ago. But sadly, I'm geared way past the point of that being worth. A 428 2-target fairy. Where's my fairy at? Let's see. Oh, there it is. I got a transcendent fairy. Because, you know, you're doing the hardest difficulty in the game. So, of course, throw transcendent stuff in the loot pool. WTF, Phil? What the hell, man? Did I rant on the survey? I didn't rant on the survey. I do most of my ranting direct. I did do the survey, of course. But as far as ranting, Phil, here's what I got to say. Quite frequent. Probably to a point where anytime he sees a DM pop up with my name on it, he's probably like, oh, Jesus, would this guy just please shut up? Same goes for IDHC with DD2. And IDHC I've known for a long, long time, so I don't pull any punches, man. I consider him a friend. So I let him know exactly what I think. Joe, thank you so much for the sub, man. Thanks for swinging by. Aramir got some mana already. You can use as much as you want, Aramir. I don't need to spam 17 bazillion wisps down here. Here's 4. Now you can go 2 archers. What's better than an archer? 2 archers. I used all the mana. There's a little tickle. Hopefully that's enough to do whatever. We got spiders. Don't we? Oh, no. We got archers. We got owls. We got sirens. That's hotness. Pure hotness. Let me make sure my striking is on these auras. It's not. Why is my striking not hitting the auras? I do have one equipped. Yep. All right, now it's hitting them. Sweet. Yeah, the Guardian. The Guardian's pretty good. Kind of has a it's more of a tank, I want to say, than an actual DPS hero. The defenses, there's some quite unique defenses in the game. There's a hero, like a hero boost tower, the empowering aura. Oh, I'm just being lazy today, Omni. I actually use the Guardian quite a bit. It's a girl, man. It's a girl. She is she. I collect all the heroes except Barbarian. Let's be honest, y'all. You guys know my thoughts. I am so fucking sick of seeing the goddamn Barbarian. I know that the Barbarian will eventually make it to DDA because the Barbarian's in every Dungeon Defenders game. The Barbarian in DD1 was quite useful, like for that big one-shot damage against bosses. The Barbarian in DD2 is just straight irritation. Every time you do a public game and somebody rolls in on the Barbarian, you're guaranteed the map is going to take twice as long to run because they're going to insist on sitting there face tanking a lane right at the spawn and taking forever to kill everything. If they would just go back to the crystal and go AFK on the core and let the mobs come out, the defenses are going to kill everything way quicker than they are sitting there blocking up spawns. So, I mean, I am just so sick of seeing Barbarians. They're just the most irritating hero ever. So I picked everything but Barbarian as far as what I'd like to see returning on the survey. I literally like all those things except the Barb. I mean, if you like a tank and spank hero, I can't say. I mean, why would you not play the Barb? You know, if that's your preferred gameplay style. What's going on there, Shuyen? I would love to see the Jester. I mean, I would love to see all of the heroes, but that's the other part too, is... Well, yeah, the Barbarian is originally from DD1. It was a fan favorite in DD1. See, that's the thing, is... The Barbarian is tank and spank, kind of, but the Squire, but the Squire is more of a nuke hero. The Squire does big boy damage in big boy bursts. is why I enjoy the Squire. I would enjoy the Squire more if it was a ranged hero. I'd play it all the time. Right now, like, I play the Squire almost every time that I run the Keep, just because it's such a no-brainer for slapping the Lycan King boss. But I don't play the Squire active on mini-maps besides that. I'll play the Squire active on, like, the Demon Lord and Goblin Mech in public games, just so we're, you know, guaranteed success. Throne Room's got a fun aspect, too, with the copters, where you can jump off of the statues and spin on the copters, which that is quite fun. I will readily admit that. What I don't like is sitting there and slapping enemies at the spawn when it's in a situation where it's going to completely slow the map down. That's what I don't like. And that's the way so many people play the Barbarian. And that's what it just kind of triggers me. But, I mean, like I said, if you like tank and spank and melee slapping, why would you not play the Barb, right? I would love to see, like Redux brought those Barbarian towers into the game. They're all hero-oriented stuff. But I would love to see the Barbarian with towers. I think people won't like it as much. Although I personally would like it more. I think people like the fact that the Barbarian's DPS only and becomes just an unkillable machine. You know, in DD2, it's an unkillable machine. In DD1, it's a burst damage type thing. You can do big burst numbers in DD1 with it. And in DDA, we'll have to wait and see how it turns out, because we all know it's going to be there. We all know the Barb is coming. It's just a matter... It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. Boss Rush? I think a Boss Rush would be super fun. It would be fun in all the games. I think it would be harder to implement in DD2 because the game is so imbalanced with bosses with 4-player groups. The game just becomes so trivialized with a group in DD2. But I think in DDA, it's probably pretty realistic that it could happen. I mean, you got that arena for the Goblin Mech in Going Rogue. You know, what if there was no timers, but it was the same arena map, and there was like 5 Goblin Mechs and five Demon Lords, you know? What do we got? We waiting on an ogre? I think we're waiting on an ogre, y'all. Alright, come on, be there. No purple streaks again. What the hell? We got the wrong kind of purple. And the loot is elusive today. Another trash bomber. And, I mean, for someone who has no massacre gear, that would be a damn fine piece. But for someone that's already geared, not so much. Oof. Oof. Alright, y'all, I'm going to head on out to Tavern, and we'll kind of chill and wait for Phil to get started up. You haven't played DDA in a while? There might be a bunch of updates there for you, Benito. It might be worth a good time to come back and check it out. There's a rune system now, which is kind of similar to like the old skill spheres that were in DD2 way back in the day, if you're familiar with those. That is completely game-changing. Alright, Ren, well, thanks for hanging out, man. I'm going to be back later on with Diablo 4, too, for when you get off work. Swing on by. Watch me complain about how the Barbarian got nerfed. And then additionally, we got what? There's a in Act 4 and in Act 5 now, depending on how long it's been since you played. Plus the start of the bonus map tier. And then we got the bonus difficulties. So like all loot in DDA is targeted loot. Like for example, this stream, we went after guard boots, which are a guaranteed drop on Tornado Highlands, and guard chest pieces and little bombers, which are a guaranteed drop on Royal Gardens. So we went after both of those. Every wave in DDA, the health of the enemies and the quantity of enemies scales up. So depending on the map, it can be considerably different or just not that much of a difficulty increase. Oh wow, you got straight on in Diablo 4 with no queue already? It's early too. The servers are up already? Oh wow. The servers went live already. That's crazy. Been up for about 10 minutes. Nice, nice. What about Chromatic? Are they live yet? Chromatic has not got their countdown timer on yet. We'll have to give them a couple more minutes here. But yeah, then additionally, besides the new maps, the new bosses, the rune system, etc., there's also bonus difficulty now. So since everything is targeted farming, of course you want the guard boots, you want the highest quality guard boots available, right? So you want to play the highest difficulty version of that map. So now when you go after guard boots, you can go into Tornado Highlands, but then when you start the map, you can choose a bonus difficulty once you have them unlocked. So like the highest bonus difficulty now is Dune Eater bonus difficulty. So to unlock that, you have to kill the Dune Eater boss in this game mode, so Massacre Mix mode, and then that will unlock Dune Eater bonus difficulty. Well, what that does is it gives Act 5 Forsaken Temple difficulty on any map you select that on. So like in that situation with the guard boots, we'd go back and get that bonus difficulty on Tornado Highlands for the guaranteed guard boots. Nas, thank you so much for subscribing. I do appreciate it a ton. Well, you would do that with every piece of gear that you're going after. So like you've got all the targeted farming. Here's all the drop locations for the fusion gear. You can screenshot that. So all the targeted loot farming is there, but additionally, you get a boss, you're guaranteed to get a boss quality brooch on the Demon Lord fight. You're guaranteed to get boss quality bracers on the throne room, and then a boss quality mask on the summit and on the keep with a mask. So for your accessory farmings, you'd want to do the boss maps. Additionally, the boss weapons are the best in slot weapons in the game. So for many heroes, the weapon from the keep is best in slot. For many heroes, the weapon from the summit is best in slot. And then for a lot of the ability using heroes that want to focus on a specific ability, the throne room weapons would be best in slot. And then on top of that, for entry level weapons, you got the entry level boss. So for entry level boss weapons, you can go to the Demon Lord, and that's going to give you a really good entry level weapon to get you through into collecting these other weapons. So, I mean, it's quite confusing to look at face value, but it's a very, once you understand the system and how it works, it's very, it's very easy to go and get the loot you want. Now, the battle here is not finding the loot. The battle is getting the high loot quality. So, like, say you're looking for a crossbow from the summit, which is going to be one of the best in slot weapons for a rogue or for a huntress, you're going to get that crossbow every single run because it's a guaranteed drop from the victory chest. But of course you're looking for one with specific passive rolls and just high quality in general. So that's where the farm and that's where the grind comes in for all of the longer term gameplay. All right, Chromatic is live now. So here's the agenda, y'all. I do apologize for everyone on YouTube, but I'm going to be streaming the Diablo 4 beta just on Twitch because I don't want to spam out another Google notification to people on YouTube today. So I will be live with the Diablo 4 beta all afternoon on Twitch after the Chromatic stream, but that's going to be Twitch only. So exclamation Twitch in chat if you're on YouTube now, and that will get you a link to my Twitch channel if you have not already. And then we're going to send Chromatic a raid, of course, right now, as we are going to get some good new info drop in, but that is going to do it for the moment. So thank you all an absolute ton for hanging out. Check out some Diablo 4 gameplay here in just an hour, starting over on Twitch. But let's head on over and check out the Chromatic Games dev stream. So thanks a ton, y'all. Appreciate all the birthday well wishes. And I will be back here in just a bit. So I will see you then.